can't believe I am filming this video right now. This is maybe the most scared I've ever been to make a video, the most nervous. Oh, my voice just broke. I'm terrified. I could have let this challenge just fade away into the recesses of our memories, but something inside me just said, I want to bring this back. I don't even know how to make this intro. I'm just nervous. I'm dreading this week ahead, but also excited. Okay, let's just start at the beginning. Hi everyone, my name is Anna. I'm a fantasy writer who sometimes makes videos and who sometimes does really ridiculous things. This week we are doing perhaps the most ridiculous thing I've ever attempted on this channel, and that is the 5 a.m. writing challenge. Yeah, I put up a poll on my Instagram trying to collect some ideas of what we might like to do this month, and I put the 5 a.m. writing challenge as an option, and I kind of knew that if I put it up there, it would win, because who doesn't love to watch other people suffer? I love watching vlogs of people attempting this challenge. I specifically remember loving Maddie Monaghan's videos where she did the 5 a.m. writing challenge a couple of times. And I always wanted to try it because it is so opposite from my normal routine. And I thought I could really learn a lot from it. It would be a humongous struggle and therefore probably entertaining to make a video out of. And yeah, no surprise there, you guys voted for the 5 a.m. writing challenge. So that's what we're doing. I think I have also roped in a couple of my other writing friends into doing this with me. We have kind of turned it into a little bit of a event in the Troublemakers Discord, so I really have no option now but to do it. I cannot flake. Hopefully going to be leading some writing sprints at least 5 a.m. ET my time, so I really am accountable and cannot F up. I have to get up at 5 a.m. and complete this challenge, and I'm really scared. So, okay, parameters, general parameters. I am going to wake up at 5 a.m. every day, Monday through Friday this week, and write. And writing is going to be pretty much the first thing I do as soon as I'm, semi-awake, perhaps have poured a beverage, crawled onto the couch, open my laptop, start writing. And it is pretty ridiculous, and you may be wondering, why would anyone do that? And I think for me, it's because I have always loved morning writing, and yet I never morning write. I'm just one of those people that needs a full 8 hours of sleep, and I really struggle with waking up early. Probably gonna have to set 80 million alarms. Sorry, Luke. I hate getting up, but I love being up, if that makes any sense. On the rare occasion where I've been able to get myself up and write in the mornings, I love it. My brain is so fresh. The writing comes easy, I can sink into the world so much better, and just not having that pressure of the rest of my day yet. I love that feeling of being awake and having that time where there's no interruptions or other obligations, and I wish I did more of it. I would love if this 5 a.m. writing challenge kind of evolved into a new 7 a.m. writing routine for me. I would really love that. But mostly I just want to challenge myself and make a fun, stupid, chaotic video. So we're doing this. Today is Sunday, and the writing challenge starts tomorrow on Monday. So from here on out, it's about to get a lot rougher. Say goodbye to the eyeliner because you probably won't see it again in this video. And at the end of the week, we will wrap up and talk about how it went and what I got done this week and how miserable I feel at the end of it. I regret everything. Oh my god, I'm so tired. quick recap on day one, because I did no talking to the camera this morning. It went really well. I got up at 5 and crawled onto the couch and started writing just like I predicted. And I wrote for almost 2 hours. I wrote until about 6:45 and got about 1,000 words in a scene that I had been procrastinating, and a chapter that I just had been avoiding, did not want to start. And so it feels really good to have that kind of at least sketched out on paper. The part of the book that I'm working on this week is kind of the darkest part of the book so far, and kind of delving back into some of my characters' memories, and there's some heavy stuff going on. And I really appreciate being able to work on that material while I'm doing a silly, fun, chaotic challenge, just to balance the energy a little bit. And it was really nice to wake up and hop onto Discord and see a lot of people there already who had been there in earlier time zones or were there with me this morning. I hated getting up. I did nothing to try and prepare my sleep schedule for this. I only got like 5 or 6 hours of sleep, mostly because I was so nervous about missing my alarm that I then could not fall asleep. Dragged myself out of bed, and I was so tired I felt drunk, and was trying to read my previous chapter, and it was like I didn't know English. Like the words were just like soup. It took me a little while to wake up and kind of get my brain on task, but only like 20 minutes or so. And then I started writing, and it was pitch black and it was quiet. And I didn't realize like how much traffic noise we get in our house and how loud the daytime is, until it wasn't daytime and I was writing and it was silent, and I didn't even need headphones. I just sat there in the quiet, wrote this difficult scene that I was kind of putting off. Loving going about my day as usual. I had the day off today for Labor Day, and I just spent it hanging out with Luke and being very chill because I had already done 900 words of writing at 5 a.m. This is probably like the up before the down, and I'm sure in a few days I'm gonna be not feeling so hot. I had the day off of work today, but I have to work the rest of the week. So getting up and writing and then going to work, it might be a different story. I might be a little more miserable. But we will just have to see what tomorrow brings. I apologize, I am sitting in the dark, but I cannot bear to turn the light on. It is 5:15 in the morning, and I'm trying to wake up and start writing. And this morning was already a lot harder than yesterday to get up. I once again could not fall asleep until about 11 and woke up at 4:30 because I think I was just so anxious about the fact that my alarm was going to be going off soon, and then just tossed and turned a little bit, and right at 5 o'clock finally got back to sleep. And then the alarm went off, so we are up, and I'm waiting for that peaceful feeling of being up in the dark and the quiet. And so far I just want to go back to sleep. But we're gonna do it. I have a scene up next that should be pretty easy. I think I'm gonna get to keep it mostly the same from my rough draft. All right, so it is about 4:30 on Tuesday. We are not loving it. Just the tiredness really hit me today. I was working in the living room this morning and had to like point a fan directly at my face to keep myself awake. Oh man, this morning, I got up fine, but the scene I was working on was a bit of a transition scene, and I didn't really have too much to change about it. I was kind of just copying it over very robotically, and that didn't make me feel creative or awake, and just made me really want to go back to sleep. And I actually crawled back into bed and slept for like maybe another 40 minutes before I got up and actually started my day. But I'm definitely feeling the lack of sleep, like feeling hot and feverish, and just like, when you're so sleepy that your body feels like a slug. So yeah, I'm really hoping that this afternoon I can keep active and kind of move around a lot, go on a walk, maybe work out and do something to try and help me fall asleep early tonight, because I am not going to make it through this week if I keep falling asleep at midnight, 11:30. As far as the writing itself, it's going good. I am thinking about trying to finish Act 1 by the end of this week, and I think if I, successfully get up and work on it every day, that should be totally possible. I wanted to have Act 1 done a long time ago, but we don't have to talk about that. But I have promised Act 1 to a couple of people by September 15th, and this challenge is running until the 9th. That would be really convenient if I could finish it this week and then just do some polishing up before I send it around. So that's kind of like my secondary goal for the week. Number 1, survive, thrive. Number 2, finish Act 1. I have about a chapter and a half until Act 1 is done. If I keep some good energy going, I think that's more than doable, she says. Trying to be realistic, but I think it is. I think it is doable. So we will just continue on with the night, and hopefully I will be in bed at 9:30 and asleep shortly thereafter. Here we are, 5:08. Hello, it's Wednesday, day 3. I'm gonna take a page out of Stig's book and try and wake up a little bit before I actually start writing. Just allow myself to become human, if possible. I think I actually got some good sleep last night. It actually wasn't too horrible when my alarm went off this morning. Hello. I'm sick apparently. Maybe I should have gotten a clue yesterday when I was like, oh man, I'm really feverish and my nose feels hot. I don't have COVID. I took a test and it was negative, so I guess I just have a cold. I've been taking my allergy meds and they are doing absolutely jack shit, so I haven't had a cold in like 3 years, but I guess I got one now. Or maybe I'm just allergic to waking up at 5 a.m., which is completely possible. But man, I have been struggling today. I actually felt really good this morning. Felt like I finally got enough sleep to get up and like do the thing, but just not being able to breathe out of your nose really takes it out of you. So I'm gonna try and keep going. Hopefully tomorrow I will be the same, if not better. I just don't want to develop a sore throat, because then getting up in the morning is gonna suck. But I'm sorry, that's why I haven't really been vlogging very much, because I just look and feel like this.
I'm just working. I'm just going through my normal work week, and you know, that's kind of why I don't really do week-long vlogs a lot of the times, because I'm a very boring person Monday through Friday. So I hope this vlog isn't completely crashing and burning around me. We'll see. Hopefully we just gotta make it to Friday. Just gotta make it to Friday. Hello. I'm here with my whole ass nose strip at 5:30, and I'm gonna do one riding sprint, and then I'm going back to bed. Hey, buddy. I had to put my plant up there so that they wouldn't eat it. Oh, good girl. That's my soup. Oh gosh. Okay, it's about 5:30. I'm about to start writing, and I have Mr. Fluff Monster to help me. Good boy. You sleepy boy. Yeah. Okay. I'm just fully gonna leave this on because they're so hard to take off. I'm sorry. So it's about 5:30 on the last morning of the challenge. It's Friday, finally. I still feel very sick, and this is really hard. But I won't pull through and say that I did it, so I'm awake. One of the doggos is with me. And we're gonna do our last morning of sprints. I'm sorry I haven't talked to the camera very much when it's actually 5 a.m. I've kind of just filmed my B-roll and then been done with it, but I've just been so tired and sick. And I really don't want to show it to YouTube looking like this, but here we go. Okay, let's write. Well, it's the third day in a row that I've taken a COVID test and it's still negative, which is honestly baffling to me. I really was so convinced that it was going to be positive. Like, I do not remember common colds being this bad.
So, we are here to wrap up this whole experience. It is several days later. I'm over my cold, I'm not sick anymore, and I'm ready to take a look back at how this week went. I'm gonna open up my document and I just want to see how much I actually wrote this week. I know it was kind of hard to keep track of what I was doing every morning when I was showing you my word counts, because sometimes they were cumulative and sometimes it was, this is how much I got in this new chapter. So I'm sorry I didn't really explain that very well, but okay, let's go ahead and see overall what the word count was for this week. Let us wrap up everything that we did. So first of all, I woke up every morning at 5 a.m. and then went and got a tea or a drink of water and started writing. Second, I rewrote chapters 7 and 8. So I did 2 chapters this week compared to like my current like normal rate of rewrites is really fast. And I finished Act 1, which was something that I said I really wanted to do this week to help me get ready to share Act 1 with some other people. And so hitting that milestone was really encouraging. And I'm so glad I did, because I've been like waiting to get to this point for quite a while. So I'm glad that this like pushed me to get Act 1 done. Finally. And yeah, so in total I rewrote a section of 6,774 words. So that is quite a lot more than I usually do in a week. And the rewrites on the whole have been so slow, so much slower than my regular writing speed, because I am being very intentional. I'm trying not to move on from stuff until I'm really happy with it. So I'm fiddling, I'm tinkering. It was really helpful to build momentum, because the momentum has been lacking. So working on it every day and actually like feeling like I'm making some forward progress was really helpful, because like in July and August, I would work on a chapter for several writing sessions and just feel like I was stuck in it. So yeah, this was good in that regard. But doing it at 5 a.m. almost killed me, and I will never do it again. Oh God. Yeah, do I think like writing in the mornings is better for me? Absolutely. Absolutely I do. It's really nice to go about your day and know that you already wrote something and you already had your button chair time. But 5 a.m. it's really not realistic for me. I think in general, I think I need to be more of a morning person. I don't have a set morning routine that's very consistent. First of all, that would be nice. Second of all, could it include writing? Probably. So yeah, that's something for me to work on. But the other thing I wanted to talk about in general that this whole challenge made me think about, kind of the optimization of mornings. We see everywhere on YouTube and social media how to optimize your mornings, usually for the sake of productivity. There's all this pressure to start something new, start a new habit, start a new routine, and then perfectly assimilate it into your life. And then you just do it that way until you die. And you get it perfect for the rest of your life. And you just, this immediate adoption of these kinds of things. And I just want to point out that you can do these things in spurts. You don't always have to do a morning routine the same. You can say, okay, I'm working on a project this month, so this month I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m. and work on it in the mornings, but it's just for this month. I don't have to do it forever because I know that's not sustainable, but I'm just going to do it for a month because I'm working on a goal that's really important to me. And I wish that sort of thing was more recognized, as opposed to this like all or nothing approach where you're supposed to optimize your mornings and check all of your to-do boxes and then do it that way forever and never get burned out on it. So yeah, that's just some food for thought. I think these things can still be useful even if it means you're not gonna keep doing it. You can take it and use it for a little while and then stop when you need a rest or you need to change things up. As humans, we are not meant to be so stagnant in our routines and in our habits, and change and constant evaluation of what's working and what's not working is normal and good. And you're not supposed to have it 100% perfect all of the time. I think maybe that's one reason why I really like NaNoWriMo events, because you can cram all of that focused energy into a short amount of time and then rest. Sometimes that cycle just feels more sustainable for some people. So yeah, that was kind of just something that I was thinking about this week while the challenge was running, but didn't say on camera because I had a stuffy nose, couldn't breathe, couldn't talk. I hope you enjoyed this chaotic mess. I can't believe I'm posting some of these clips on the internet for all to see. Wow, it is rough with a capital R out there, and I hope you still enjoyed watching me suffer. I'm sorry the clips were super dark and the audio was messed up in a lot of them. Nevertheless, I hope it was fun, and if you ever want to try this, why? Don't do it. But also, please make a video about it, tag me, I'd love to watch it. Maybe you'll like it. Maybe you're one of those crazy people who, like, you're just gonna do this and it works for you. And if that's you, then I don't know what to tell you. I think you're a different species from me. I think that's about it for me, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!